Edward here from earviewer.com. I have another video for you. I'm going to try to get a point of view across, a very difficult point of view. This, in my opinion, is one of the reasons why remote viewing is a very confusing topic, why people get confused when they're trying to learn how to do it and all that kind of stuff. And I think it has a lot, in my view, it has a lot to do with the fact that we're trying to describe a non-mental process with our own mental processes. These inputs, or however they exist in the quantum field, quantum images, holographic quantum fields, or however they exist, whatever state that these inputs exist in, it's not in a mental processing state. We acquire them somehow, and then we subject them to our own mental processes. And as we're trying to talk about remote viewing, we're trying to describe remote viewing, we're trying to explain remote viewing, we're trying to teach remote viewing, we're doing all of those things with our own mental processes. So we're using our own mental processes to describe or explain something that does not exist in a mental processing state. And I think that that's a big part of why it's confusing to so many people, even remote viewers. They use terms, and even Ingo, terms like signal line and target and all of these things. These are all mental processing words that are just used in an attempt to describe something that is not a mental process. And I think that's why it's so confusing. I think we would have to invent new words and invent new descriptive concepts, or possibly Sanskrit. Maybe Sanskrit has already, maybe those guys already created words that could more accurately describe the state in which these inputs exist. But I think that's why it's so confusing to so many people. It's very confusing to me. Just recently, I've started to change the way that I look at it, or come to the realization that I'm trying to describe something that is not a mental process through mental processing means. And I think we get lost. I think that's like running through the jungle at night. And we're blind, we're reaching out and hoping to not run into a tree or something like that. And I think that's part of the confusion of it. What's the solution to that? I'm not saying that I have an answer. Like I say, I have a bunch of questions and very few answers, if any. But I want to get that point across, and just to see, kind of follow that breadcrumb trail and see where it takes me. But that's what this video is about. That's what my sessions are about. Constantly trying to unravel this process. For me, it's not learn a structure and stay within it for the rest of my life. For me, it's a constantly unlearning, constant unraveling. That's what this process is for me, and will continue to be in the new directions that I'm moving in, which you'll see in the upcoming videos. The new directions that I'm going in are about unraveling, continually unraveling, and creating environments that are more conducive to the unraveling process. And so that's the direction that I'm going in, and that's what's interesting to me. It keeps me going, and in my never-ending pursuit of finding my own answers to this access. And so I hope you find that interesting as well, and hope you find this video interesting, and many more to come.
Something interesting here. 4782. Dense, hard, moist, echoes, sounds, vibrations, reverberations. I'm getting this idea, all these tones. How do you spell? Tones. And I'm getting this memory comparison of an orchestra. Round, flat, dense. I'm getting an image. This could be random, of a beach. Blue, yellow, grainy, sandy, probably from the beach thing. 4782. 478. 4782. 4782. 4782. 4782. Looping. Grainy. Angular. Smooth. Dimpled. Outside. Curved. Angular. Large. Zipping. Cross. Heavy. Angular, large. What about smell? Taste. What about texture? What about texture? Hard, coarse, grainy, coarse, rough. Looping. 4782. 4782. Curved, round, inside, yellow, blue, curving. What else? This idea of grouped. Is like this idea is like this. Something that feels like that. Something that feels like that. Tight. Bunched up. Bunched up. Tight. Bound. Bound. Green. Blue, yellow. This is a random thought here. Fishing, or unimpeded. Bunched up, tight, grouped. 4782. 4782. Large, outside, airy, I open. Expansive. What am I doing? Expansive. Deep. Wide. What is that? What is that? What is that? 4, 7, 8, 2. Looping. Looping. Crowded. Tight. Are these people? Are they? What are they doing? What's? What are they doing? It's like moving together. Moving together reminds me of a school of fish. You know, this kind of like a pack. You know, a group all synchronized. Synchronized. Yeah. Or flock. These are ideas here. You know, I don't know if those are people or animals or what, but like a bunch of them. Moving together, together, you know, together. Together, together. And this is again another idea here. You know, like on a tour of something. Let's go here. Let's go. What am I? What's going? What else is going on here? What else is going on here? What have we got here? What are they doing here? What are they doing here? What is going on here? This might be random, but it's going along these, like, by a lake or body of water. And this is giving me memory comparisons here of the Ganges. The Ganges. Okay, that's memory comparison. Okay. What are they doing? What are they doing? It's groups, people, groups of life. They're moving. They're moving together. They're together. They're grouped. They're synchronized. They're what? They're walking. They're together. You know, just kind of got this feel like, you know, this kind of almost religious feel, or church. Yeah, that can be like an AI, or EI actually. You know, that kind of feel emotionally. That kind of motion. What else? And they're close by. Everyone's close together. Like a pack. It's like a pack. Roaming. Yeah, outside. Yeah. Like a group moving together. That's about it.